Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us on ChesmontFootball.com. They're playing the national anthem now. We'll come right back. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, football fans of all sizes. Welcome to tonight's 3C TV live production of ChesmontFootball.com's Game of the Week, which is presented by the Sunoco Pipeline. Carl, why don't you talk a little bit about Academy Park and Yes. Okay. Unionville has won the toss, and they've elected to defer to the second half. And there's the kickoff. Short kick. And they take him down at the 40-yard line. So Academy Park will take over with their first set of downs at the 40-yard line of Academy Park. And we start with, of course, the first down and 10. One thing I notice immediately, Carl, is that the Academy Park team physically is bigger than the Unionville team. And on the first down, it's carried forward for a gain of 8. And it's a fumble, and Unionville recovers on the 45-yard line of Academy Park. We're having some technical difficulties here with my color commentator's microphone, so you're just going to hear me for a little bit. Unionville is going to take over at the 45-yard line of Academy Park on 1st and 10. Atypical for an Academy Park turnover like that. Usually they're sound in the running game. 1st and 10. Schilling was the man in motion. Nick Schnars on the carry. 2nd and 3. Second and 3 from the 38-yard line of Academy Park. And it's a handoff, and it's taken for a first down for Unionville. That was Connor Schilling on the carry. No man in the backfield is the ball carrier, and he gets absolutely nowhere on first down. May have lost a yard or two. He lost a yard. Unionville sends in another play. Second and 11. We're in our third minute. There's some confusion, and it's a high snap. And Unionville recovers at the 49-yard line of Academy Park. That was second down. Let's change that to a mark at the 49-yard line. 3rd and 26. And that rain is really coming down, ladies and gentlemen. They are playing on one soggy field. 3rd and 26. They get the snap. And he doesn't make it to the first down. It's 4th down and roughly 4 yards. Ferriella on the carry, flag on the play, and we'll get that call momentarily. It's obviously against Unionville because they're backing them up. Illegal shift is the sign from the white hat. So now it's 3rd and 30. 3rd and forever, I heard in the press box. I'll go with that.
Charlton's pass complete to number 30, Joseph Ferriello, and it brings up 4th down.
Okay. Carl's back with us now. Carl, you have a little bit to share about Academy Park?
Yeah, as soon as I get a chance, Mike, we'll get to that. Let's continue with the play-by-play here.
Excellent punt, but it goes into the end zone. So it's a touchback for Academy Park. They'll take over at their own 20.
Mike, the Academy Park Knights are led by their coach, Jason Vacheski, and they won last week 28-21 in their first game with a comeback victory. I'll go on more about them as we continue with play-by-play.
Creating superior smiles.
He's a tight slot.
And really screwy words.
Tight slot.
He'll pay orthodontics.
Zone.
Hey, guys, you want to lighten off the back there? Should we light? Okay, gotcha.
On that first down carry, Academy Park advances the ball for 2 yards.
It was 3.
Gary Brown on the carry for Academy Park. 2nd down.
Trade trip sweep.
Phyllis is in the backfield. He takes the snap and hands off to number 7.
That's
Devin
Devin Covert.
Covert.
And he could go all the way, Mike.
I think he may just do that. Nope. He's taken down at the 16-yard line of Unionville. Big gain on that running play. Covert is their main threat in the running game, is he not?
He is, and that was a heck of a run. He had a big haul to go through there, Mike, and he rode it all the way downfield for a big, big gain.
Schilling, first down.
Connor Schilling got the tackle, the game-saving, not the game-saving, but the saving tackle for prevent a touchdown.
Tight slot. Jet wide.
1st and 10 in the shotgun.
Okay. You're on the slice. Okay, that's fine.
I took the connector on, I took the connector complete off.
Again, that was Devin Covert, Mike, on the carry.
Devin Covert on the carry.
What else can you share with us about Academy Park?
Well, the big thing about them, Mike, that's different than other teams is they have a lot of players that play on one side of the ball, and that's a big advantage, as you know, in high school because they don't get tired. So we look for that tonight because there's going to be a lot of running plays.
Yeah, this is not a game that you expect to see a lot of passing plays. The wind and the rain are going to rule that. They got a first down on that last play. 1st and goal.
Skylar Phillips on the carry.
Yeah, that was the quarterback draw there, Mike, and he ran it right up the field for a 1st and goal.
First down, nice.
Skylar Phillips is very good at passing and throwing the football and had a great year last year.
This is running our way. Nope. Good boy. All right.
And the ball carriers tackle for a loss.
That was Eddie Soloco on the carry there, and
Covert on the carry.
it was Covert on the carry, sorry, and he lost 3 yards on that play. It's going to make it 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line. Okay. And there's Phillips keeping that rolling out. And he hits Barry Brown.
He's got deep help. He should come up on that guy.
And the ball's already down to, it looks like, the 1-yard line, Mike.
Pass complete to Brown.
Yeah, he was taken out at the 1.
3rd and goal from the 1-yard line.
In order for Unionville to do well tonight, I firmly believe that they've got to have a strong defensive showing. Otherwise, they're going to be right back in the soup like they were last week with that 42-3 loss in their opening of the 2018 season.
He's under center. Watch sneak.
It is a sneak. And that is a touchdown. Skylar Phillips on the carry as he does a quarterback sneak, Mike, and goes into the end zone.
And that touchdown was brought to you by the Sunoco Pipeline.
Excellent drive there. The big play was the run by Covert, and Phillips takes him in from there. And it's 6-0 waiting for the extra point. It's Shamar Simpson on the, it's a mess up, and they're going to have to try for 2. And it's incomplete.
Hey, Tommy.
And now a word from Sunoco Pipeline.
When we build a pipeline, safety is our top priority. Our highly skilled engineers, environmental scientists, wildlife biologists, and geologists design our pipelines to follow the safest routes with the smallest environmental footprint possible. We use state-of-the-art technology and testing protocols, so we know our pipelines will operate safely for decades. America relies on energy. We get it to you safely. We are Sunoco Pipeline.
Okay, we're back as we get ready for the kickoff. 6-0 lead for Academy Park Knights.
Very unusual for Academy Park to miss a kick, but I'm sure the weather had some impact on that.
Yeah, that's a good point, Mike. There is the snap. The snap looked good, but it couldn't hold the ball.
Tell the front line, don't until this kick down to the stadium tonight.
What do you think? An important drive here for Unionville. They need to get something going early here because that looked a little too easy on the other end there.
I agree. You can hear the excited voices of the coaches for both sides in the background here.
It'll be Shamar Simpson on the kickoff.
Good kick, deep kick.
Come on, Connor.
And it's a good run back by
Nefes Fox.
Nefes Fox as he comes all the way out to, looks like the 33-yard line. I'm sorry, that was Joseph Fariello on the carry there, on the kickoff return. Joseph Fariello. So it's 1st and 10 for Unionville. And it's a nice run up the middle. Looks like a first down there.
By Connor Schilling.
Connor Schilling on the carry.
For a Unionville first down.
Sam, I think we lost the scoreboard number.
In the shotgun. First down. Oh, it's offsides.
Anticipation.
Yes. Golden Knights looked like they were blitzing, and they timed it pretty poorly there, and it's going to make it 1st and 5 for the Indians as they get into Unionville you get into Academy Park territory at the 48-yard line. Charlton, they're going to throw it. Going for a bomb. Incomplete.
And that'll bring up 2nd and 5.
Incomplete. 2nd down, Indians. New this week, Jersey Mike's is sponsoring the UHS Football MVP of the Week, as voted by you, the fans. To place your vote for the MVP of the Week, click on the link posted on the @PlayerUHS Twitter or Instagram accounts.
2nd and 5. They hand off to Schilling, and he's got a few yards on the carry.
Schilling on the carry.
Going to get him down to the 46-yard line.
When voting for MVP of the Week at @PlayerUHS on Twitter or Instagram, vote by entering the player's number. Only one vote can be made per person for the player of the
3rd and 3.
Plenty of room down here. He's got plenty of room.
Charlton back to pass. Oh, the timing is way off on that one. There's a miscommunication there.
Pass attempt is incomplete.
As he was throwing to number 5, Jeffrey Lang, but the timing was way off on the play. They're punting. And at the 10-yard line, down a nice run back all the way back up to the 22-yard line.
Service Wholesale Incorporated, SWI, is your place to go for building materials and other products. They supply quality materials for the building, construction, remodeling, and lumber industries. Their motto is service with integrity. Visit them at 4810 Horseshoe Pike in Downingtown or call them at 610-518-5187.
First down at the 22-yard line. Oh, wide open.
Number 7.
Devin Covert again. And just wide open, Mike.
He sure was. And they didn't close in on him quick enough. If this is the kind of defense they're going to play tonight.
Yeah, they again, total miscommunication there. I think the linebackers just missed him out of the backfield, Mike, completely. And Covert has another big game, having a pretty good night already.
The rain appears to be slowing up.
Phyllis fakes it and runs it himself.
Gain of 5 on the play. We'll call that 4.
It's going to get him to midfield, Mike. Looks like a shorter gain than that. They're going to give him 3 yards. So 2nd and 7. Looks like a pretty good football team, Mike. They are well trained and execute really well on the ball.
And they're big, and that's going to play to their advantage.
Yeah. Phyllis, this time they have him stopped.
Stopped at the 50, no gain.
No gain for Covert, as it was just a straight handoff, no trickery on that play, and Unionville was ready for that one as their line held up. And there's no gain. Going to make it 3rd and 7, Mike.
Right.
Key down for Unionville as they need to hold them here to try to keep the score down. Haven't done much offensively yet.
This is tight slot. Jets 3. Check. Waggle. Yep, waggle.
Phyllis in the shotgun. Hands it off. Number 16. Nasir Brown. And he looks like he might have a first down, Mike.
Yeah, he's out at the 40, so, yeah, they'll give him the first down.
Alfonso Hayes on the carry for a nice first down.
16. Sorry, yeah, it was Alfonso Haynes. Getting confused. That was Alfonso Haynes, 5'9", 160-pound junior with the run. And good execution on that play, Mike, for a first down.
I think we're going to see a lot of good execution on that side of the football tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, turn a tight slot up top. Tight slot.
Shotgun, Phyllis back in it.
Run up top.
They fake it and run to Covert, and it's a good play. It's a nice gain, about 8 yards.
Covert on the carry. Tackle by number 55, Matt Julier.
So it'll be 2nd and 2, Mike, and they are a well-oiled machine. They really have some really good plays, game plan for Unionville, who's having a hard time stopping them.
And we're at the end of our first quarter, and now a word from Terry Funeral Homes.
UHS Football MVP of the Week voting, which will be open during the 3rd quarter and stay open for 1 hour after the game. The winner will be announced during film time on Saturday at the team and during morning announcements at school on Tuesday. The MVP of the game will receive a certificate good for 1 giant sub and a 22-ounce fountain drink. Thank you, Jersey Mike's, for your support.
Terry Funeral Home.
Since 1997, the James J. Terry Funeral Home has been providing meaningful and personalized funeral and cremation services in Downingtown. We've now expanded into western Chester County and have opened our 2nd location on Lincoln Highway in Coatesville. Let our friendly and professional staff show you the benefits of pre-planning your funeral arrangements. Pre-arranging provides your family with options ahead of time and can ease future financial burden. We'll be glad to assist you in your pre-arrangement process in the Downingtown or Coatesville location. Let the James J. Terry Funeral Home be there for you and your family in your time of need.
We're back here at it's at the 35-yard line of Unionville. 2nd and 3. In their typical shotgun.
Back shoulder.
It's a fake, and there goes Phyllis, and he can run with the ball, and he's got a big gain.
Phyllis on the carry.
Mike, he's a dual threat. Running and reminds me of Ricky Ortega of Coatesville. He really can take off with the ball and throw it. And right now, Unionville has no answers.
Yeah, they're looking at each other with puzzled looks on their faces.
Yeah, every play is kind of different off the same formation. The shotgun with the faking and a lot of motion by the wide receivers. And they seem to have a lot of weapons. Again, this is a straight handoff and pretty good defense there by Unionville.
That was excellent defense by Unionville.
Yeah, Covert on the carry.
I think maybe they're seeing Covert carry the ball one time too many and are possibly anticipating him.
Well, I think also, Mike, is that sometimes you just run the ball up the middle like that just to keep them honest, but it allows them to work their other plays that seem to be working really well. So sometimes just mixing it up. I don't think they're worried that they're going to get stopped here. But I would be surprised if they ran the same play again. They seem to be mixing it up very well. Phyllis in the shotgun, fakes to Covert. He's going to throw it. He's got a receiver, but it's over his head. Again, going to 16, Alfonso Hayes.
Phyllis's pass is
That could have worked, Mike. It just the timing was a little bit off on that play. Because he was open. But Phyllis did miss him. He missed him long.
Well, one of the reasons why we're seeing Unionville the way we see them tonight is due to the fact that they lost so many seniors to graduation last year, and this year they're trying to close those holes.
Yeah, it's hard to replace really good players like Zubalaga and Hauer. All right, 3rd down. Chance for Unionville to stop him here. And it's a fake, and Phyllis goes up the middle, and he's going to be short of the 1st down. He faked the Covert and ran it himself. And let's see what they're going to do here, Mike. Are they going to go for the field goal, or are they going to go for try to get the 1st down?
Phyllis is on the sideline and
checking with his coach, Coach Wachewski, and it's going to be 4th and 6. And they're going for it. Wachewski in the shotgun again. Now he hands it off, and it's complete. And they might be short, Mike.
Yes, they are short about 2 yards. So
pass is complete. But the Knights failed to convert on the tackle. By
pretty good play there, but good defense by Unionville. They needed to make that tackle. That was the key to that play, and they did. And that so good job by Unionville holding them without any score. So it remains 6-0. So they're still in the game, and see if they can get this running attack of theirs. They've had a little bit of success with Connor Schilling. Let's see if they go back to him. And it is number 30. There's Fariello on the carry. Like I said, I knew they were going to try to establish the running game here.
Yes. Tell them, listen, take a space.
Fariello got 7 yards on that play. 2nd and 3.
little bit of confusion on the Academy Park side.
Unionville at the 16-yard line, their own 16. Charlton back to pass, and he's got somebody. It's caught. It's caught, and it's Jeffrey Lang with the catch. That was a good play, Mike. Well executed. Ball was on target.
You get the impression there.
Paper.
Thanks.
Flag on the play.
There's a flag on the play as they give it to Schilling.
And the refs get together to decide what that one was. Illegal shift against Unionville.
It's going to make it 1st and 15. And they can't afford penalties because they, it's mainly they don't have a big play attack here, so they want to stay on the shorter yardage plays and the longer ones. And it gives to Ferriello, and he's really not going to get anything on that play. Good defense by Academy Park.
Second down, Indians.
It's going to make it 2nd down and 12 at the 23-yard line. Pretty long conference there, Mike.
I've never seen anything like that, even in
really
high school.
Long. In high school, that's pretty long. Let's see what happens. Charlton back. He is going to throw. He does have Ferriello, but it's incomplete. He was open, but he missed him. The timing was a little bit off, and it caused the play to go incomplete. And it's going to make it a difficult 3rd and 12 for Unionville to execute to get a 1st down here. Otherwise, they're going to give Academy Park Knights good field position. They do have an excellent punter, and that is Declan Boyle. He's one of the better punters in the county for Unionville.
He made all county last year.
Yes. 3rd down, he rolls out. Big pressure. He's got Schilling, but he's going to be short of the 1st down. Again, not a big play attack as they go for a short pass and well covered by the Academy Knights, and we're going to have a punt.
Charlton's pass complete to Schilling, and that brings up 4th down.
Fourth and 8 as they punt from their own 33-yard line. It's blocked. The punt is blocked. And it's and what a great block. And I believe
they're at
Mike,
the 18-yard line.
Mike, I believe that was Skylar White on the block, but I'm not sure. I thought it was 53. Let's see if we can get confirmation on that. But they came with the rush and they got it. Ball on the 18 of Unionville. Big turnover there, big block. Skylar Phyllis. And he hands it to Covert. And he's got a big gain. All the way down to the 10. Because that play's been successful off tackle all night, Mike.
And that'll bring up 2nd and 2.
Tackle by number 5, Jeffrey Lang. 2nd down.
We're talking about the two sides and their capabilities. One thing I have to say is that Unionville's defense is holding AP to 6 points.
So far, yeah, they have. Let's see if they can keep him out of the end zone. 2nd and 2. It's to covert, and it could be a touch. It is. It's a touchdown right up the middle. It's number 9. Zion Bradley. Zion Bradley with the touchdown. It's a 10-yard run for Bradley, and they take a 12-0 lead. As their multifaceted attack, Mike, is really making it tough for Unionville to stop them.
Weston needs to rush, man. Tommy.
We got a stoppage here as they try to kick the extra point. Referee's trying to straighten things out here, and looks like we're a go.
The left side, like they're our right side. What the hell? I got everybody over here. What the hell? They're not even lined up right. Like, you got me. No, we don't. The camera's been down since we came out.
Extra point is good. And with 6 minutes and 6 seconds left in the first half, Academy Park 13, Unionville.
Yeah, go ahead, Pat.
The UHS Quarterback Club would like to continue thanking their sponsors. Premier Planning Group for your top-line financial solutions and bottom-line success. Land Hope Farms. Come on in for a great burger built with your choice of toppings.
So we have the now is now 13-0.
And now a word from Sunoco.
Youth football and cheerleading.
Would you rather have this, or this? Underground pipelines safely moving America's energy. We are Sunoco Pipeline.
All right, we're back. It's 13-0. Academy Park as they get ready to kick off to Unionville. It's been a pretty much completely lopsided game so far, but we're hoping Unionville offensively can get on track as they need to be efficient like Academy Park's been and create some big plays on offense. Ball comes down. Schilling has it at the 10, to the 20, to the 25.
30.
And he gets all the way out to the, looks like 33, 34-yard line.
Connor Schilling on the return. First down, Indians.
Pretty good field position. Let's see if they can get it started, Mike. First down at the 35. Blake Charlton in the shotgun. He's going to give it to Schilling. And it's a good gain, 5 yards. It's going to make it 2nd and 5.
Well, as Mikey always says, as long as you shoot to get 4 yards on every play, you will get your first downs and score.
Yeah, and that's kind of what they need to do. They need to play a ball control offense, keep Academy Park off the field, but they have to be able to convert first downs and eliminate the penalties. 2nd and 5. Charlton. Schilling in motion, and we have a penalty flag. That's going to be illegal motion, Mike, against Unionville. Again, what we were talking about, they're not executing properly here, and that 5 yards going to be negated. It's going to make it a 2nd and 10 or 2nd and 11 here. So far, their execution just hasn't been there tonight. Academy Park's been executing like a well-oiled machine.
2nd and 10.
Charlton back. He's going to throw. He's got time. And it's caught. And it's going to be near a first down.
Charlton's pass is complete to number 14, Sam Shriver.
Sam Shriver on the catch. A good executed play, and they get exactly 10 yards and a first down. So finally something a little bit exciting there as Unionville has moved the ball for 2 first downs here on their second quarter drive. as they try to mount a comeback here, down 13-0. Charlton fakes it. He's going to give it to Schilling. And he's got a nice 3-yard gain. Uh-oh, we may have an injury.
He's holding his left knee.
Tackle by number 13, Elijah Berryman.
Well, with that timeout, we're going to talk about Service Wholesale Incorporated.
Okay, Service Wholesale Incorporated is your place to go for building materials and other products. They supply quality materials for the building, construction, remodeling, and lumber industries. Their motto is service with integrity. Visit them at 4810 Horseshoe Pike in Downingtown or call them at 610-518-5187.
Oxford 20, Interboro 15 at the half.
You have Oxford 20, Interboro 15 at the half.
Malvern 28 to 10, but I don't know who they're playing. Doesn't say.
Hey, Bridget.
Scores of other games at the half, Oxford 20, Interboro 15. And at the half, Downingtown West 14, Central Bucks South 0.
Mike, the injured player was number 66, Ryan's son, and he was able to walk off the field on his own power. So that's good. So, okay, we have a 2nd and 6 here for Unionville as they're climbing close to Academy territory. They're at their own 48. Again, Schilling in motion as he's gone the whole night, and it's going to be a pass. And he throws it. Oh, and he had Ferriello, Mike, and he just missed him.
Just overthrown.
Just overthrown. He was open, Mike, and that could have been a really big play. And they are going to need to hit some big plays.
Jake Evans, tell him to make sure I get no penetration in the middle of this punt team.
So it's going to be 3rd and 6 here. Nice executed play. They needed that. Let's see if they can pick up the first down on 3rd. Charlton in the shotgun. And he's going to pass it again. Oh, we got a flag.
False start.
False start. So, again, the execution and penalties are really killing Unionville tonight. It's a shame because it looks like they're trying to get into a rhythm, and I can see things possibly working. They've had some opportunities, but the penalties are killing them.
And I'm starting to see some heads hanging low on Unionville.
Third and 11. Schilling in motion. Charlton back. He rolls out to his right. And he's got a receiver.
Charlton's pass is complete.
And he has number 4. Sam Shriver again with his second big catch of the night, Mike. And that was a big play as he rolled out to the right and found Shriver right in there and was able to hit him in the slot there for a big first down, 11-yard gain. And they get into Academy territory at the 44. That was a big play. Let's see if they can keep it up. Charlton, again, in the shotgun. He gives it to Schilling, and Schilling has a nice gain, 6 yards. Connor Schilling is a nice-looking running back, Mike.
He's doing a good job, and it seems to be he's their go-to guy.
Yeah, it looks like they're maybe their most athletic player. And obviously him and Ferriello, again, they don't have a lot of weapons, but they have some. This is a key moment in this game, Mike, as they get down to the 40, 39-yard line. He's back again. He's going to throw. Almost intercepted as the ball was a little late getting there. Danny Dogan breaks it up, and that was almost intercepted, Mike. Dogan really had that play. The play was a little bit late in the ball was a little bit late in getting there, and Dogan almost made the interception. Again, execution was just missed on that play as he was open. So we got a 3rd and 5 here at the 39-yard line of Academy Park. Charlton to throw. Oh, it's incomplete as he drops the ball.
And that'll bring up 4th and 4.
That was number 5 who dropped the ball, Jeffrey Lang. And Mikey had him, but Jeffrey could not hold on to the ball. So the question here, Mike, are they going to go for it? And it looks like they are.
I don't think they have a choice.
Yeah, we're down. I mean, they're going to give them good field position, but you can't think that way. You got to get the first down here. Like I told you, it's a real important part of the game here. Is they are finally starting to move the ball, and they're just missing on some execution here. Charlton again, back to pass, big rush. He's got Ferriello for a first down. Nice execution as a big rush came, and Ferriello catches the pass out of the backfield and has a first down. Ball at the 31-yard line. Big play, Mike.
Well, it's all big plays for Unionville tonight. It's what they have to do.
Yep, first down. Charlton now getting into the passing game. Oh, he almost intercepted. Again, the execution not there as the receiver is just not, it was again going for Ferriello, but the timing was off on that play. And again, Danny Dogan just missed his 2nd interception in the last couple plays, Mike.
I think you'll see some interceptions. They're playing that well tonight.
Okay, we got 2nd down and 10. Charlton now getting into the passing part of this game, which is giving them some diversity here. Ferriello in motion. He's going to hand it to Ferriello, and I don't think it's going to go. Again, the execution not there as they smelled it out. There wasn't clean execution on that play. And now we got 3rd down. Basically, we're in 4-down territory here.
Absolutely.
And but we got a 3rd and it looks like 11 here. Okay, 3rd down. Here we go. Oh, offsides. They jumped. Number 8. Intenzi Nanke jumps, and it's going to give them 5 yards and get a little bit closer here. It's going to make it about 3rd and 6.
3rd
and 5 at the 26-yard line. See if that changes their play call. Does help with 2 downs now. They can run the ball if they choose.
He really got to stick that foot. But that front side back was blitzing every single time. So he has to stick it.
All right. Oh, flag on the play. And it's going to bring Unionville back again.
Illegal procedure offense.
Wow. That's tough. They keep shooting themselves in their foot, Mike. 3rd down. Third and 10. Charlton back, it rolls out to the left. He's going for Ferriello. Incomplete. The ball actually is caught by Ferriello on a tip, but he was out of bounds.
You got to go through that door.
That was a hold on the offensive line. pass attempt is incomplete. There is a flag on the
We do have a flag on the play, and apparently it is holding against Unionville.
preliminary call is holding offense.
That's going to put him way back, Mike, to a 3rd and 20.
Yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Too many penalties for Unionville, Mike.
Yeah, they're going backwards again. Timeout, Unionville.
In scores of other games at the top of the 5th inning, Phillies 0, Chicago Cubs 1.
Unionville 21, Oxford 20. Third quarter.
Third quarter score, Interborough 21, Oxford.
We have, as we get ready to go here for the 3rd and 22.
In the third quarter, Haverford 30, Conestoga 7.
Luke, you said to leave that alone, set it for the scoreboard, and go out.
Unionville wants to continue to thank their sponsors of the UHS football team. Regal Car Wash.
Did you notice Schnars
King of Car Washes with 2 locations.
Did you notice Schnars walked out?
Yeah.
With that trainer?
Helping families live healthier, better lives through food.
That hurts.
Kenny Sorrow and Violet Campbell helping to match.
All right, at the 43-yard thing, 3rd down and 22. See what they have up their sleeve for this play. My guess is they should try to get some of it back on this play and then go for it on 4th down. He's going back to Pitts. He's got Ferriello, and he's almost a 1st down. Ferriello with the catch.
4th and short, I imagine they'll go on this one.
Yeah, they will definitely go on this, and it looks like it's 1 or 2 yards away from a 1st down. As Ferriello, he was able to find Ferriello on a 3rd and 22 and picked up 20 on the play. 4th and 3, they're going to call it at the 24-yard line.
Tick, 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 tick.
Only 1 minute left in the half here, as they have been able to control the ball. So really important to get some points here, Mike. And it's a fake, and Charlton with the carry.
And that's good for an Indian 1st down.
That is a 1st down. Beautiful fake there because, Mike, that's the first time that Charlton's run the ball all night. And it definitely worked. So I'll tell you what, this has been a crazy drive of a lot of mistakes by Unionville, but able to execute when they actually had to. But, again, the points are the most important thing here. And with 45 seconds to go, they need to get in the end zone. We have a timeout here for Unionville as they talk it over, try to decide how to get in the end zone here.
And they're actually 1st and 10 on the 16-yard
line. And, they've been able to, as Mike is, if you notice too, the rain has really slowed down. And I'm sure that's helping. Yeah, it's helping their passing game. And Ferriello and Schilling are definitely weapons out of the backfield, running and catching the ball. In motion, Schilling, Charlton, he's going to get sacked. Down he goes.
Loss of 4 on the play.
And they're forced to call another timeout, Mike, with 35 seconds to go. That is their third and final timeout.
September 8th and 9th.
2nd down and 10 to go.
Are having a car wash at the new Go Green and Clean car wash located next to
The
Walmart.
big key here is, can they get into the end zone? Will really make a difference in the second half if they can get a score here, Mike. Only down 13-0, however. This game is not lost yet by any means.
And support Unionville High School cheerleaders while getting your car squeaky clean. For more information or a flyer, stop over to the cheerleaders candy, pretzel, and popcorn stand Thank you for your support.
With that sack, it's going to make it 2nd down and 17. Charlton back. Again, a rush, and there's a flag. There's probably going to be a holding, as it looks like he hits Ferriello down at the 10. But it's coming back.
Pass is complete. There is a flag on the play.
Let's see if it's holding. It is.
It's the 5th penalty this possession.
5 penalties on this possession, and it's killed Unionville.
Illegal shift.
It is an illegal shift, not a holding penalty. Still going to be 2nd down and 22 from the 28-yard line with 20 seconds to go. Charlton's back. He's got time. Now doesn't have time. He rolls out, and he's going to get a few yards, and he's tackled out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Pickup of 9, but the clock is still running, and it's going to end the first half. And that is the end of the first half with the score. The Academy Park Knights 13, Unionville Indians nothing.
And we'll see you back at the beginning of the 3rd quarter, but right now let's leave you with a message from the Sunoco Pipeline.
When we build a pipeline, safety is our top priority. Our highly skilled engineers, environmental scientists, wildlife biologists, and geologists design our pipelines to follow the safest routes with the smallest environmental footprint possible. We use state-of-the-art technology and testing protocols, so we know our pipelines will operate safely for decades. America relies on energy. We get it to you safely. We are Sunoco Pipeline.
Trash? Yeah.
Boyles Jr. Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't put him at running back. I guess it's just showing better. Plenty of time. Yeah.
Okay, I hear it's Carl Rudman on play-by-play, and we have for the second half, we have Pete Foster doing the color. Welcome, Pete.
Nice to be here.
Good. It's good to have you. I'm going to give you a quick rundown of the first half highlights. Schuyler Phyllis started the scoring with a 1-yard sneak, and it was 6-0. The extra point was missed with a bad snap, and then Unionville scored again. Academy Park scored again on a 10-yard run by Zion Bradley. The extra point was good, and it was 13-0. Unionville mounted an attack, Pete, in the second quarter. However, too many penalties cost them any chance of scoring.
Yeah, 7 penalties for 40 yards. That's something that really gets under the coach's skin and makes it boil. But on the other side of the ball, you had Academy Park, who really looked like the offensive monster while running the ball. A fast slot, running back, and quarterback is why you see 13 points on the board. So we'll see in the second half if we'll see more pass plays as the rain has begun to stop. And we'll see if Unionville can actually get on the board with them receiving the ball in the second half.
Absolutely. This is a 3CTV live production of tonight's Chesmont Football Game of the Week, which is presented by the Sunoco Pipeline. We're getting ready to start, Pete, the second half. What do you think the key is for Unionville to get back in this game?
I think the key for Unionville is to just keep their confidence. Go out there, the score is 0-0, and this first drive where they're receiving the ball, try to get 7 points on the board. And with that, it'll become a ball game. How about you with Academy Park? What do they have to do to keep the lead and go out of their visiting team as the winner?
Yeah, I think that basically they have to just keep on doing what they're doing. They executed very well in the first half. Unionville did have one big stop when they got down deep, and Unionville was able to stop them on 4th down. All right, here's the kickoff. And it's going to go to Schilling. And he's at the 20, 25, 30, 35. Way to scamper around. And he's at the 36-yard line. Nice kickoff by Schilling, Pete.
Yeah, let's see if they come out with some of their screen passes. That seemed to work really effective in the first half. The 2 running backs seem to be the dominant personnel on the offensive side. So let's see if they'll get those guys in attack in the open field.
Okay, so we have 1st down. Charlton in the back on the shotgun. And he's going to hand it off. Oh, and they smothered Mike. Looks 25, like Mike, of Academy Park made that play. Who was that?
Looks like Tyreek Xavier was in the backfield before the play even started there.
Again, their execution is not as sound as Academy Park's. And they have good plays and bad plays. And some work, some don't. Penalties, they just have not been able to put it together so far tonight.
Well, Unionville, with a team that may not have as much speed as Academy Park, they want to be smarter than them on the field.
Yeah, 2nd and 15. Charlton's back in the shotgun. He's going to pass the ball. Oh, way off target, Pete. Yeah, he was going to number 2 there for Unionville.
Going to Nick Shanars.
Nick Shanars, who hasn't he's one of their better players, hasn't done much tonight so far.
Yeah, a lot of those passes that we see going over the middle are high all game. Like we said, we want to see more dink and dunk from Unionville to actually give the receivers a chance to catch the ball.
Okay, it's 3rd and 15, Pete, and this is going to be a tough down. They have been able to convert a few long 3rd downs in that end of that last drive. Let's see if they can do it now. As Charlton gets back in the shotgun, Schilling in motion, and he's rolling out to his right, and he doesn't have much room, and he just throws it out of bounds. So really nowhere to go on that play.
Even though it was thrown out of bounds, Tyreek Xavier is in the backfield on every single play. Whoever's blocking him really needs to get their footwork or just put a body on it. Maybe he needs to get double teamed. He seems to be, stopping a lot of the execution that Unionville wants to run.
Yeah, it's a good point. And, you know, the excellent job by Academy Park is Unionville unable to do anything on this first drive as they'll get ready to punt. And it's Declan Boyle, their star punter. Let's see if he can get a good one off. It is a good one. Look at that kick.
Booming punt.
Booming punt. There's a reason why he's the top kicker in the county.
I see that.
Yeah. Yeah. The public announcer just used our adjective, or your adjective, Pete, as booming, as he got him all the way back to the 20-yard line.
And that really helps the defense out, you know, pinning Academy Park back from their own end zone.
Absolutely.
Take a lot of plays to actually score a touchdown. So let's see if Unionville's defense can get a stop. Let's see if they can get a 4-and-out here.
Yeah. Okay, so Schilling again in the shotgun. They're going to run a lot of motion. And there they go. He fakes it, and Schilling's going to run himself. And a nice tackle there. And he's only got a short gain.
A decent gain. Something to come out with to show the defense that their Academy Park is still with their same game plan that they started with in the first half.
Yeah, it was a nice tackle there by number 55.
Matt Juilliard.
Matt Juilliard, he's the captain, Pete.
Yeah, one of the captains of the defenses.
Yeah, nice tackle there as Scholar's very good at running the football. Scholar hands off this time to Covert, and he's got a big gain. Oh, he almost went all the way, and it's saving tackle there at the 50.
Yeah, if his jersey wasn't
by
pulled.
number 5 of Unionville.
Jeffrey Lang.
Jeffrey Lang, who's made some offensive plays tonight.
Yes, if he didn't grab the jersey there, Kovar saw a lot of green grass in front of him, and he was scamping into the end zone there.
Yeah, and Unionville's had a hard time tonight stopping Academy Park, and that was another big play there.
As we see, they're already close to midfield.
Yeah, first down and 10. And the ball goes to Skylar Phyllis, and he avoids the rush, and he's going to run the football, and he's got great speed, Pete. And he's going to get all the way down. He keeps going, and he's finally tackled out of bounds around the 23-yard line.
Now
another big play.
Now that's just having just speed in the backfield. If it was an average quarterback with the average speed, he would have been sacked there. But just having a fast quarterback who can throw the ball but really run with his quickness, he gets out of danger on plays just as we've seen right there.
Yeah, and that, he averages almost 100 yards a game rushing the ball also. He's pretty much a dual threat with the running and passing as the Coatesville quarterback
yes.
is. So here we go, first down, 24-yard line of Unionville. They're driving, and the handoff, and it's another big gain. This time it's number 9, Zion Bradley.
Now see that the speed of the quarterback makes the ends for Unionville's defense stay in their station so the quarterback cannot get to the outside.
Right.
But that's just opening up the middle for the running backs. And they're easily getting 7 and more yards each run.
That's very accurate. It's exactly what I see. And that was a gain of 9 by Bradley, and we have a second down and 1 at the 16-yard line of Unionville. And it's a fake, and it's another nice play for a first down.
Yeah, a lot of plays that have illusion there. I thought it was going to be actually a quarterback to the running back option, but he quickly handed it off to the slot back,
right,
which picked up a nice first down there.
And that was Barry Brown on the carry. As they have multiple weapons, and they use them all. And we have a first and, I guess it's first and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Yeah, how we said that, Unionville wanted to pin them back and see if they can get a quick 3 and out. But just the speed from Academy Park is just getting them down the field each and every drive.
Yeah, pretty much all night. Excellent defense on that play. 24 of Unionville didn't make the tackle, but he pretty much set it up. The captain, Gabe McLaughlin, And he's kind of stopped the play and allowed everybody to get in.
Right, and
tackle.
I wouldn't be surprised if Academy Park had no more than 10 plays in their playbook. Really, all they're doing is their motion. It's actually nice to see. You know, they have the style from maybe the Army, Navy, Georgia Tech, those styles where you have the option first offense in your playbook.
With the multiple weapons to use.
Yes, lots of speed.
Athletic. All right, 2nd and 11. Big down for Unionville. Let's see if they can hold them again. It's a fake, and there goes Phyllis. And he's going to try to throw the ball, and it's incomplete.
That was almost a completed pass, and it would have been a good pass on the run. It was just a bit behind the receiver there. But as you see again, his speed got him out of trouble in the backfield.
Right, he almost got a touchdown. Alfonso Hayes trying to go to Alfonso Hayes, and it just missed connecting. And it's 3rd and 11. Again, another big down for Unionville is, again, the score's still only 13-0. If they can stop them here, they still have a chance.
Right. Let's see if they can stop them, get them to a 4th down, and see if Academy Park will try for a field goal attempt.
All right, 3rd down on 11. They go in motion, and they hand it off. It's not going to be a 1st down. It's only a couple-yard gain.
Close, but I wouldn't be surprised if Academy Park went to it for the 4th down right here.
Yeah, it depends on whether they feel like their field goal kicker can kick it through.
They only attempted 2 tonight. They made 1, and the first one seemed to be a botched hand catch.
Bad snap.
Bad snap in the backfield.
Yeah. And they are definitely going for it. And it's going to be 4th and 7 at the 10-yard line. Big play here for Unionville. And, of course, for Academy Park, as they hope to put them away with this drive.
Unionville needs a big stop here.
They do. Let's see if they get it. Phyllis, and he's going to take it himself, and doesn't look like there's any chance. He does get out of the side, and did he get it?
Oh, wow.
That was unbelievable. There's like 3 or 4 guys clawing at him, and they never could grab him, and he got to the outside with his athletic ability.
He really should have been stopped as soon as the play started.
And is it that close that he because did they get the call? Is it a 1st down?
It looks like a 1st down.
It is a 1st down? Because I don't see the yardsticks moving yet. But obviously it is.
Yeah, the judge didn't have to measure.
And it is a 1st down. That was a great play by Skylar Phyllis as he appeared to be stopped in the backfield. People were clawing at him, and he kept on going outside, got the 1st down. All right, 1st and goal at the 7. Phyllis, and he's going to run it again. He cuts back, goes up the middle, and it looks like he gets down to about the 3.
It looks like a touchdown.
Oh, it is a touchdown. I missed that one. I thought he only got like 4 yards. He got 7 and a touchdown.
Yeah, they really used Phyllis a lot that drive, marching down the field. After his scramble out of danger to pick up about 30, 40 yards, they just used him and his speed and athleticism to get them into the end zone.
Absolutely. I credit that drive mostly for Phyllis with his great athletic ability, especially on that 4th down play. The extra point is no good. Not even close.
So we see why they went for it on 4th down there. Their offense seems to be a lot better than the field goal team.
Yeah.
Quarterbacks like Phyllis, they remind me of the guys who played quarterback in high school, but when they get to college or even the pros, they switch their position to a defensive side because it's easier for them to read the quarterback because they've been playing quarterback their entire young career. So a guy with a lot of athleticism and a lot of speed, we see them switching to safety. So it's good. It'll be great to see what he does in the near future here if he decides to play in college.
Right. Pretty talented quarterback. Pretty good team. Unfortunately they're out playing Unionville tonight. It was another tough matchup for Unionville after their 42-3 loss to Pennsbury last week. They're playing some tough competition, having lost some of their major contributors last year.
You know, But sometimes it's okay to play that tough competition in the beginning of the season because it'll show who the team is going throughout the duration of the rest of the season.
Yeah, they got a whole season of Chesmont Foot League play to go because they haven't played anybody yet. Chesmont.
Right, and these tougher teams like Academy Park can build their confidence.
Again, Schilling on the kick return. He doesn't have much room, and this time they stop him. Looks like at the 25-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10, but now they're down 19-0 to a really good Academy Park team.
I know I keep beating a dead horse, but Unionville really needs to run some of their screenplays. That really opened their offense up in the first half.
Yeah, well, what they need is continuity, which they haven't had all night. They get a few plays working, and then they penalty or incompletions. They just don't have the fluidity of the Academy Park team.
Right.
There's a handoff to Schilling, and look at that play. He's going big loss. Oh, it's a fake to Schilling. Still not much of a gain.
It looked like they took a
good
little
fake. It faked me out.
It looks like they took a little playbook out of Academy Parks with the fake handoff to the running back and the QB up the middle.
Right. And it was Charlton who on the carry, and he does get 3 yards. Good fake. Unfortunately, faked me out, but not so much Academy Park.
Yeah, Unionville needs to use a little bit more of their personnel. See if they can get some of their receivers into the game.
Yeah, I'd like to see Schnars get some balls here. He's been pretty much stopped completely all night.
Yes.
Their captain. Before they would have Zubalaga. There's a fake. It goes to Ferriello on
a little
the end around. And, a nice tackle. It looked like he was going to get a first down.
See, even the trickery didn't trick Academy Park.
No, just nice athletic play by number 26, Tamir Waiters.
When you have the defensive backs and linebackers staying stationary in their gaps, in their space, trick plays won't really do anything to a sound defense such as Academy Park's tonight.
Yeah, but it was a play that worked, but could have, really gotten a nice game, but Waiters stopped that. All right, 3rd down and 3. Charlton back to pass, throws, and it's complete for a first down. And it's complete to Nick Schnars. There you go. They finally got Schnars in the game and gets his first catch and first down.
And it was a good catch by the captain.
A nice simple play, but it worked as he just did a quick out. And he hit him on time and got a first down. So they get it to the 40-yard line. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Put Schnars more into their game plan. He seems to run good routes. It's just hard against a good sound defense, like we say.
Yeah. Okay, Charlton, interesting handoff. I don't know. That just looked weird.
Yeah, it looks like
he was backwards and when he handed the ball off, he was in front of him.
Yeah, Schilling.
I don't know how you can get any momentum going with that kind of a handoff.
Schilling and Charlton were very confused on that play.
Yeah.
I think Schilling thinks he was supposed to be faked off, and Charlton thinks it was a handoff, and that's where we get plays such as those.
Well, that's what I've been talking about all night. The timing's not been there on a lot of plays tonight.
Right.
That one didn't work. They did get 1 yard on the carry. As we got 2nd and 9, back to pass, Charlton, and it could have been intercepted. It was going to number 44, which was Alex Pellegrin, the captain, who usually is a mainstay on the defensive end, and there wasn't much chance of that being completed. In fact, it's good that he threw it high because it could have been intercepted.
Right. Charlton isn't completing a lot of his passes tonight. It seems like Academy Park is dropping back in the zone, which may be confusing Charlton. They may know his hot weapons, and they're staying on Schnars. That's why it's the second half, and we've finally caught his name for a first catch.
Right. 3rd down 9 at the 41-yard line of Unionville. Charlton, big rush, has no chance, and there's a flag on the play also.
It might be grounding on that one.
Number 8 of Academy Park, Utenzi Nanki, who we've called his name before, with a great rush.
He did seem to be outside of the pocket. It might be a hold there. It might be a hold there.
Okay, so we got 4th and 9. They're going to punt.
See if Academy Park can return this punt. But we may see another booming punt.
Oh, almost blocked. I'll tell you what, he was held and got away with it.
You know, they do say that there's holding on every play in football.
Yeah.
It's just that the ref sees it or not.
All right, let's go to the Sunoco pipeline for a quick timeout.
When we build a pipeline, safety is our top priority. Our highly skilled engineers, environmental scientists, wildlife biologists, and geologists design our pipelines to follow the safest routes with the smallest environmental footprint possible. We use state-of-the-art technology and testing protocols, so we know our pipelines will operate safely for decades. America relies on energy. We get it to you safely. We are Sunoco Pipeline.
Okay, we're back, and we have a carry by the Devin Covert, and he's pretty much stopped for a loss of 2 yards. It's going to make it 2nd and 12, Pete.
Yeah, and that play right there was a good defensive play by Unionville. Let's see if they – I know I keep saying it, but let's see if they can get in with a 3 and out. It seems like the speed is just really hurting them on the defensive side, and on the offensive side, Unionville is not – getting the ball down the field on their drives.
Yeah, they've been able to make individual plays, but not 3 in a row to get them out. Okay, Skylar Phillips in his usual shotgun. He's going to go back for a straight pass, and this does look like it's going to be incomplete, almost intercepted.
Yeah, he threw a rainbow up there.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I don't like the call because they should just stick with what's been working.
Right.
That one did not work. It wasn't going to work. It could have been intercepted.
Even so, you still want to run some plays that you may not run against a team where the score is closer. So when you have a 19-0 lead, you can run plays like that to see if they'll work later in the season against a more advantaged game plan.
Yeah, I was just thinking that, you know, they can really use the clock here and just, you know, just keep the ball away from Unionville. If Unionville don't get the ball, they can't get back in the game. So
right.
That play was one that wasn't going to work. So, but yeah, like you said, that was their first bomb of the night.
Yeah, let's see if they'll take more time off the clock and really use time of possession to their advantage.
Fake, and there's Phyllis again. They had a hard time stopping him. And this time they do. And we may have a punt for I don't know, this might be their first or second punt of the game.
Yeah, and Phyllis, I'm sure he has close to 100 yards this game alone.
We're going to have a punt here. It's going to be.
Is this the first punt from Academy Park all night?
Yeah, it's either the first or second. I can't recall, but they have not punted much. I know they were stopped in the first half on a 4th down.
Now, like I said, a team with a score like this wants to run some plays that they haven't. So let's see if it's a fake here.
And it's going to take a nice roll, and it's going to be at the 20-yard line of Unionville, where they'll have a 1st and 10 with 2:26 to go in the 3rd quarter, and it's 19-0.
Now you see, football is like a chess match. You know, sometimes when you can't put points on the board, you want to pin the other team as far as back as possible. So when they punt, you can get a good return or maybe a bad punt, so you're closer to the end zone. So even though Academy Park isn't putting points on the scoreboard, Unionville hasn't gotten past midfield in the second half, and we're down to 2:26 in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, it's getting pretty late here as we go in the shotgun. Charlton back to pass, and he's going to throw the ball, and did he get it, and did he get it inbounds? Let's see what the call is. It is incomplete.
Incomplete. See, one thing that's cool about the high school and college level is that you still are allowed to have 1 foot in bounds, and it can be a completed pass. Playing the sideline and having 2 feet in bounds, just like the pros do, can be really hard, and that's why they're pros.
Yep. All right, 2nd and 10. Unionville at the 20-yard line. Charlton, and He's going to hand it off, and again, he fakes it again. That fake is working, really throwing me off, but Charlton does carry the ball. Again, does not work.
It looked like number 32, Tamir Waiters, was in the backfield before the play even started. And Unionville keeps running these same plays, and it's not really getting them anywhere.
No, and that did not fool. It keeps fooling me, but unfortunately I'm not playing tonight, so.
Maybe that's a good thing out there.
Oh, yeah, they don't want a 62-year-old man playing football. Okay, I believe it's third down. And 7, there it is, 3rd and 7. Charlton's back. And he's going to throw the ball, and it's perfect pass to Ferriello. And that's been the big connection all night for them. And Ferriello, for some reason, has been able to get open in key situations to save them, and really has been their big playmaker tonight, Pete.
Yeah, very good play, executed well, and as you said, the big playmaker. Let's see if we can say his name a little bit more. If they go for a deep pass, maybe he's the person to throw it to.
Yeah, he's a running back, so he's coming out of the backfield, and he's making big plays.
And being small like that, he gets lost by some of the linebackers who he gets behind.
And there's Charlton with one of his few successful runs it was a quick fake. Didn't fake me out. I knew he was running the ball, and he was able to pick up 4 or 5 yards. We'll call it 5.
But see, gains like that are good because you want to get consistent 5-yard gains, 5-yard gains. That's what the 49ers used to do back in the 80s and 90s. They used to kill teams with the 4 and 5 dink and dunks, and next thing you know, they will be in the end zone. Yeah. So let's see if Unionville can just have a drive like that and get themselves into the end zone.
Okay, so we have 2nd and 5, Charlton back. He's got time. It's going to be almost intercepted. Almost intercepted by number 7, Ed Soloco.
And that just went right off his
fingertips. The wide receiver who plays, one of the few guys that play both positions.
Now that was a wide receiver dropping that pass.
Yeah.
Most of the time I would say, well, we see why he's on defense because of his hands. But probably should have caught that pass to get his team the interception.
Yeah, they've had Danny Dogan's dropped a couple too. They could have had like 3 interceptions tonight, just haven't been able to come up with them.
Right. We haven't seen any turnovers tonight, and maybe that's a surprising thing due to the rain too.
Yeah. There's a pass, and it's complete. And it's going to be a 1st down.
It looks like number 2 to Nick Schnars.
And there's Schnars again.
It's his 2nd catch of the 2nd half.
Right. And that gives them a 1st down inside Academy Park territory at the 43-yard line.
He's a very aggressive wide receiver. I wonder why we haven't seen him on, both sides of the football. Maybe line up in different positions to catch the defensive players off guard and to get him or Schilling into the open field.
Okay, so we have 1st and 10 at the 43. Charlton back. Big rush, gets it off, and just misses him. And that's been the story of the night, is Nick Schnars was open. And again, a pretty good executed play, but he missed them.
Yeah, as you see, like I just said, if we see Schnars maybe in another position lining up on the offense, he'll maybe get open. And right there, he was just led a little bit too far down the field. If the ball was spot on, he probably would have caught it and had a nice chance to get to the big house.
So we have a 2nd and 10, and Charlton is back in the shotgun again, and he's going to get ready and he's going to fake it. It's not good execution on it. He's going to run it himself for a couple yards. Again, just not good execution on that play. It looked like he was going to hand it off, but it doesn't seem that the running backs are in the right position to receive his handoffs.
Right.
When they go in motion.
There's so much motion on every play. You think about a couple years ago, there would be no shotguns or motions run on offense. It's just a different era of football.
Yeah, football's really changed since since when I was growing up. The big thing was the Packer sweep, and there was no trickery around it. It was just execution.
Yes. But we're at the end of the 3rd quarter. The score is 19 Academy Park to 0 Unionville. Let's see a commercial by Terry Funeral Homes in Coatesville.
Since 1997, the James J. Terry Funeral Home has been providing meaningful and personalized funeral and cremation services in Downingtown. We've now expanded into western Chester County and have opened our second location on Lincoln Highway in Coatesville. Let our friendly and professional staff show you the benefits of pre-planning your funeral arrangements. Pre-arranging provides your family with options ahead of time and can ease future financial burden. We'll be glad to assist you in your pre-arrangement process in the Downingtown or Coatesville location. Let the James J. Terry Funeral Home be there for you and your family in your time of need.
All right, we're back. It's 3rd down and 10, Pete, and this is another big play for Unionville.
Yeah, Unionville really needs his 3rd down here. It's the 4th quarter. They're only down 19, and I know I say only, but it could be worse. You know, 3 consecutive scores, even though we haven't seen a lot of consistency tonight, 3 consecutive scores can give them the ball game. With the extra point, of course, on each
Charlton.
score.
He's got time now.
Ooh.
He doesn't have time, and down he goes. Number 8.
Number 8, Danny
again,
Dogan.
Number 8, Utensi Nanke again. Yeah, Utensi Nanke, and that's the 3rd time I've called his name tonight, Pete. And he has been, I think, the defensive standout for a very good Academy Park defense.
Yes, and Charlton does do a good job of staying in the pocket, but that time the pocket collapsed without the play really developing, and he took the brutal pain for that.
Again, another great punt, and takes it back to the 10. There's a flag, so this is all going to be negated. Let's see, he's going to come up, but it does not matter. Again, that punt, and they're going to pull them all the way back.
Yeah, that was a silly flag there, either a block in the back or just a blindside block. I think the punter should have just let the ball go into the end zone. But sometimes when you're up a score to this, you do kind of bonehead things and instead of staying, constant to the game plan that got you to the score where they're at now.
Yeah, one of the few mistakes for Academy Park tonight, and it's going to give them very poor field position. But again, there's only 11 minutes to go in the game. And their key here is to just try to get some first downs and run the clock out.
Right, but even here, Academy Park is starting half a distance to their goal line. Maybe Unionville can get a good bull rush in there and get a safety.
Yeah, it's time for a turnover.
Yeah.
So if they want to get back in the game, their time's running out. So
right.
This could be an opportunity. The ball's on the 4-yard line, their own 4. And again, in the shotgun.
In the shotgun at the half-a-yard line.
Right.
So
not afraid.
So amazing.
And it's a handoff, and there's not much room there. Good job by Unionville.
It seems like when Academy Park starts their drive, they like to work the middle, and the next thing you know, boom, the big play that goes to the outside and breaks away with the speed. But when these first plays do develop, Unionville is staying sound. Their front 7 is staying sound, and they're getting good tackles, not that much yardage when the play is coming up the middle. It's just that outside, the sweeps and those option plays that are really hurting them tonight.
And there's a handoff to Covert. Again, nice job by Unionville, and that's going to make it 3rd down. They're being pretty conservative here, as they don't want to commit any turnovers.
Right.
And they can rely on their star defense to hold Unionville, even if they have to punt from here.
Yeah, Unionville's defense needs a big stop here.
They do. There'll be a chance to get it in very good field position.
Yes. And even if they don't make a comeback, it's always nice to see just some points on the board.
Absolutely.
To give
Again,
yourself momentum.
they're going to go into their Chesmont schedule.
Right.
And they're looking for positives against a very good team.
Right. Give yourself momentum going into the next week.
And Phyllis is going to pass, or you better get out of there. We have a safety.
See?
We have a safety. I think a flag may have been thrown, but it could have been for holding. So that, Pete, you called that. You said it could be a safety, and they'll take the 2 points again in a positive defensive series there.
The pain and poison and the joy for Academy Park, you know, can always bite them. They're so well at running in the shotgun. Oh, it's actually a Unionville touchdown.
Oh, so there was a fumble there. There was a fumble in the end zone, I guess by Phyllis. He's the one that had the ball, correct? The quarterback had the ball.
Yes. He scrambled.
What a big play there.
He scrambled
out.
out.
There was a fumble, and it was recovered for a touchdown. And they are now possibly back in the game as they're on the board, as their defense came up big on that series.
Yeah, like I said, I kind of called out the safety there only because Academy Park keeps running in the shotgun. They haven't ran under center not once all game.
The extra point is good. And all of a sudden, it's a 19-7 game as it's now a 2-score game with still 9:43 on the clock.
Now, I'm sure that gives the defense some momentum. So as they get ready after the kickoff to go back onto the field, I know they want to look for another turnover. The first turnover of the game could be the biggest with 9:43 left in the fourth quarter.
A bad call, in my opinion, there on that third down call. I think they just should have ran the football and played it safe.
Right.
Instead, they cost themselves a touchdown.
Right.
So give Unionville credit for making the play, but I thought it was a risky play that wasn't needed.
Yes. And
almost a little cocky.
And that could be, you know, one of the big drives of the game.
Absolutely.
If Unionville does happen to come back, that could be the drive that we ultimately talk about at the end of the game.
This is ChesmontFootball.com broadcasting live. We'll take you there every Friday night. And we have one Saturday game this year on the 22nd. Looking forward to that as we get ready for the kickoff by Unionville in a very big series now, because they can get themselves back in the game if they can stop them. A little squib kick, it goes through, and number 3, and he gets outside, and it's going to be good field position. I'm not too sure why they wanted to give him Barry Brown on the carry, and they're going to have good field position.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that call right there. I think
really, when you squib it like that, you're pretty much saying get the ball at the 40.
Right, and I understand they wanted to get their defenders on the kickoff team a rush down the field and maybe get to the ball. But you have one of the best kickers in the Chesmont division. Why not pin them all the way back down?
Yeah, I
so
believe
you can try to get
just
another safety.
Yeah,
or
I believe, Pete,
touchdown.
that he is just a punter, not a kickoff.
Okay.
Kicker. So that was not Declan Boyle. That's that. Otherwise, I would completely agree with you. But Boyle is just a punter.
It did look like Dominique Braithwaite.
Right. Okay. So Phyllis, and he hands it off. And again, their defense coming up big. As the give is to number 9, Zion Bradley. He's tackled in the backfield.
Tackled in the backfield by number 44, Alex Pellegrin.
Pellegrin, the captain.
Yes,
he's now coming up big. So all of a sudden, it's Unionville's defense that's really making an impact here in the fourth quarter, trying to get him back in the game.
It only takes one play to turn things around. Like we said, football is a chess match. So which team can make the better moves? And there's always a tale of two halves.
2nd and 13. He fakes the handoff again. He's tackled. And he throws it down to number 55. And I tell you what, we're starting to see some football here.
Number 55, Matt Julier.
Matt Julier, another captain.
Another captain.
And their defensive captains are coming through.
Yes, their defense is coming alive. After getting that quarterback sacked with the fumble to score that touchdown, they're out there gang tackling. They're running towards the ball. They're making sure that Academy Park isn't getting the same gainage of yards that they were getting all first half.
And it looks like Academy Park kind of has gotten out of that rhythm of offense that they had in the first half.
I think they got a little lax and comfortable.
Maybe so.
I think they thought the game was over with, but Unionville.
3rd down. Again, Phyllis. And they're going to stop him cold.
That was number 76, DeClain Boyle, another captain of the defense. And we see that momentum from the touchdown on defense got the first 3 and out all game for the Unionville defense. And now they get a chance to return a punt past midfield, and the Unionville offense can get into the end zone to make a 14-19 game.
And we got a timeout here, it looks like. It's 19-7, and now a word from SWI, Service Wholesale Incorporated, is your place to go for building materials and other products. They supply quality materials for the building, construction, remodeling, and lumber industries. Their motto is service with integrity. Visit them at 4810 Horseshoe Pike in Downingtown, or call them at 610-518-5187.
Now that's a good company that we can get behind there.
Absolutely.
Service with integrity sounds about right.
Okay, so we have 7:39 left, 19-7. We have a 4th and 11.
And how's it feel to finally say that the preseason of the NFL is coming to a close?
Yes.
And this Thursday, we get the Eagles versus the Falcons, the defending NFL Super Bowl champions.
God, exhibition has become a joke anymore.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, they're talking about going to 16 games. I hope it happens.
It wouldn't be bad.
Yeah. Okay, or I should say 18 games. They already play 16.
Right.
Okay, so here's the punt. He gets off, short punt. Nobody there, and they're going to let it roll. It kind of takes a pretty good roll for Unionville, as it didn't bounce too bad. And they're going to get it at the 28-yard line. And this is obviously the big series of the game for them, because there's no time for, with 7:30 left, they need to score here.
Right. They need a big play or a couple big plays to get them down the field quick, fast, in a hurry to try to get into the end zone. If they can't get in the end zone here, I don't know. Academy Park may just play with the time of possession to end the game out.
Right. Okay, so here we go. With the momentum, let's see if they can keep it up on offense. Charlton goes back. That could have been intercepted. I did not like that throw. It was kind of a wobbly throw as he was going for Ferriello.
Yeah, and like I said earlier about the zone defense that Academy Park is playing, they're just dropping back into their space, and they're letting the receivers go to them. And sad to say, but seems like Charlton's every pass that he throws is over his receivers' heads, close to getting picked off.
Yeah, that was I've seen him make some good throws. That was kind of a wobbly duck there, and lucky again that it wasn't intercepted, as he's been able to stay away from the interceptions tonight. All right, 2nd and 10. He's back. He rolls out to his right, and he throws, and it's complete for a short gain to Connor Schilling.
Every time they seem to draw up the play where he rolls to the right or to the left, there's 4 defenders from Academy Park into the backfield. I'm sure it's a design play, but the linemen for Unionville need to hold up a little bit more to give the play time to develop.
Okay, so it's a gain of 3. 3rd and 7. We're in 4-down territory, I believe. Even this, with 6:51 to go, they need first downs. Schilling in motion. He's going, and it's incomplete.
It would have been a great catch if he could have.
Again, Ferriello with his play, and he's unable to get it to him. And it's 4th down, and let's see if I'm right that they still will go for it.
Yeah, I think they'll go for it here. Let's see if they can draw one of their screenplays. This is my 3rd time saying it for the second half, but I haven't seen one of them yet. Let's see if they can get Schilling open for a screenplay, some blockers in front of him to get the first down and maybe farther downfield.
All right, 4th and 7. Key play in the game. Charlton back in the shotgun. He's going to throw it, and it's intercepted. There's that big interception, and he's down deep in their territory.
He seemed to be testing the waters on that side all game, though.
Yeah.
It was bound to get picked off.
Number 26 of Academy made the interception.
That was Tamir Waiters.
Tamir Waiters, if you mentioned this half, he's had also a good game.
Yes.
So Tamir Waiters with a big play gives them real good field position, and besides running clock here, they could also score and end the game for them. So
right.
Yeah. So Unionville's offense, unfortunately, not able to get on the board tonight, and it's going to a great second half by their defense is going to fail to get them the win. There's a handoff for number 7, Covert, and look at that offensive line.
With a big push.
Very big push, gets them some extra yards and extra time on the clock.
Reminds me of when Marshawn Lynch was in Seattle, and he would get those extra yardages from the push and keep his legs running, and the linemen come behind and just give him the push and the pile and, pick up the extra yardage.
Yeah, it's like Art Blunt did that a little bit with the Eagles last year,
yes.
too. It's big running back, Jerome Bettis, those type of big backs that have the strength to keep pushing the pile.
Yes.
All right, so it's a 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7. Clock running under 6 minutes to go. Phillips in the shotgun, and he's going to throw, and it's incomplete.
Is that a fumble?
No, it was just an incomplete as he threw the ball. It was a forward pass. It was Alfonso Hayes, and Alfonso just dropped it. It was a little high, but he should have had it.
I'm just surprised that they're passing right now. It's 5 minutes to go, 5:41 to go in the fourth quarter, and they have the lead. They're up by 12, and I know they want to, run some plays that they haven't run or won't run against better teams, but why don't they just run the ball and just get out of here with a W?
Yeah, but I think also that was kind of an easy play to complete. He was open. He just, he just dropped the ball. So,
right.
They could have got a first down on that play with Alfonso just dropped it.
And maybe,
so a 3rd and 7.
And maybe that is the reason why we've seen so many run
plays.
There's
a fake. And there's Covert. Let's see if we can get the no, again, great defense.
That was a good
44.
tackle by number 44, Alex Pellegrin.
Alex Pellegrin coming up big in the second half.
Yeah, we're saying his name a lot in the second half. Yeah, that was a great tackle in the second half. And we want to just give a reminder that next week, September 7th, we will be in Coatesville, Pennsylvania, who will be playing Cumberland Valley. Cumberland Valley against Coatesville. It's 4th down. Academy Park is in their shotgun as Phyllis drops back for the pass. And it's intercepted.
He's down the sideline. Number 13, and he could go all the way. Oh, again, the great athleticism of Schilling.
I can't believe that Academy Park drew up a pass right there. Just not the time of the game to draw that pass up and to have that type of turnover.
There is a flag on the play, but let's see if that brings it back.
I know the Unionville student section and home crowd were just hoping that he gets into the end zone. He was so close there. But, of course, Phyllis' speed stopped him from getting in the end zone.
And of course, it's all going to be negated. Let's see if the interception is going to count. Blocking the back after the interception. Still a big play for hurting Unionville because
a big play, but that just hurts Unionville. We talked about the flags all first half. The 7 penalties for 40 yards, and we're still seeing them shoot themselves in the foot with the penalties. They were so close. They were inside of the red zone. They could have scored within a minute, and 3 minutes could have been left on the clock. It could have been just a very closer game. Now they just make it so much harder for themselves.
Ooh, and again, Ferriel on the carry, and he's crushed. Crushed on the play, no gain. Okay, I mean, it still was a big play for them, but there's still 4 minutes to go. Again, they have a chance if they can get in the end zone. They have not been able to do that all night.
Just like the interception, they need a big play right here.
They do. 2nd down, 10. Charlton in the shotgun. Fake the blitz. Now they're coming. He throws. He's got the receiver for close to a first down.
And just a reminder, in high school and in college. When
Jeffrey
a player's
Lang.
knee hits the ground, the play is over. But it was a good catch. So it looks like it might bring up a 2nd and inches.
They have called
Actually,
it
a first down.
So it's a 10-yard completion to Jeffrey Lang.
Carl, do they do measurement in high school?
They do on occasion, but very rarely.
Yeah.
Usually they call it on the spot. Chandler back. He throws. It's complete to Connor Schilling.
And these are good completed passes, man. Why can we see this earlier in the game?
Yes, tackled by number 26, Tamir Waiters again, who's having an excellent game. Gaines. 2nd down and 7. And
a sack in the backfield.
A sack in the backfield and a penalty flag on top of it. Could be holding.
Before we get to the call of the flag, we just want to give a reminder and a shout out to Sunoco Pipeline that presents Chesmont football, where we can come to you every week from ChesmontFootball.com. And even if you type in 3CTV Live on YouTube, you can see our games streamed live, just like you can see the one here from Academy Park in Unionville. Last week, Westchester Henderson against Oxford. And next week, Coatesville, who are bringing Cumberland Valley to their home.
Holding defense. Penalties offset. We will repeat the down.
And that holding call on Unionville is declined, which brings up another 2nd down, and the clock will continue to run.
Right, and that's what they want to do, is keep the clock running. 2nd and 3. 3 minutes to go in the game. Charlton back. Schilling in motion. Schilling helping block. And it's going to be intercepted. And there really was no chance on that play.
Yeah.
Number 2,
Danny Dogan.
Danny Dogan, who's had a chance for interceptions all night and has dropped a couple, comes up with that one.
Right.
And that should do it if they can not just run the football.
Right. Let's
not
see if
make any stupid plays.
Yeah, let's see if they don't call any pass plays that get intercepted, because looks like Unionville will run it into the end zone this time. But it was a good fought game on both sides of the field. It was a better second half than first, so it was a tale of two halves, obviously. Unionville's offense just couldn't put enough points onto the scoreboard tonight. Academy Park sets up in their shotgun.
There's Schilling.
Phyllis.
Skylar Phyllis on the run, and that's a safe play.
Right.
Let the clock run.
Right. At this point, they just want to get out of here with the W and no injuries.
Unionville will have to, use their timeouts if they want to keep the clock from stop running. So it's 2nd and 10.
Just to go back to that interception, that block in the back, that just really hurt the team, trying to get on the scoreboard.
Right. It was kind of their last chance. Their defense really came up big in the fourth quarter trying to get them back in the game.
They did. A lot of the defensive captains did step up.
Yeah. There's a handoff. Again, there's going to be no gain.
And as you see, which
comes a timeout.
Which is positive, that their defense is still in the game and they're not trying to give up any big plays or any good yardage. And like we say, even if a team loses, they want to go into the next week with momentum, with confidence, with things that they can go over that are positive into the next week's game plan.
Okay. Now a word from Sunoco Pipeline.
When we build a pipeline, safety is our top priority. Our highly skilled engineers, environmental scientists, wildlife biologists, and geologists design our pipelines to follow the safest routes with the smallest environmental footprint possible. We use state-of-the-art technology and testing protocols, so we know our pipelines will operate safely for decades. America relies on energy. We get it to you safely. We are Sunoco Pipeline.
Third down and 4. As we have 1:56 to go, 1 timeout remaining for Unionville. Their last chance, they could get the ball back one more time here if they can stop them on this play.
What was your biggest takeaway from this game, Carl?
Well, a couple things. I mean, Academy Park is a really good football team on both sides of the ball. Unionville has work to do still on their offensive game, but their defense came up big in the second half, and that's a real positive because defense is really important in high school football.
Right. As they say, defense wins Super Bowls, and as we've seen in the second half, Unionville's defense did step up, and if their defense can play like this for the rest of the season, I think that they may do well in the Chesmont division. And as we get to the third and final timeout by Unionville, we just like to thank all of our viewers who tuned in tonight on both YouTube and ChesmontFootball.com. All of you who are home who couldn't make it out to the game due to the rain and due to the lightning, we just hope to see you next week or in the weeks following. And you can also follow us on Twitter at ChesmontFB, Facebook 3CTV Live, and Instagram 3CTV Live as well.
Okay, as we get ready to, we are now at 4th down. And they're going to get back to punt. They will get a chance, again, a punt return for a touchdown and an onside kick. It's possible. That's kind of what they need right now.
Yes.
Need a big play. They had a couple, but it's been mostly all defense for Unionville in getting back in the game. Here's a high snap. He gets it off. It's a line drive kick, but it's going to take a bounce, and it takes a good bounce for Academy Park.
It seems like the punter from Academy Park is kicking all line drive punts tonight, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's why most punters, I mean, they have a real good one on Unionville and Declan Boyle.
Right, and a team like
he's actually helped them score their touchdown because of that long kick he had, which caused the penalty, which brought him down to the 4-yard line, which resulted in the fumble for their touchdown.
I think the word for the game of tonight is penalties. Penalties that shot Unionville in the foot, penalties that brought both teams back yardage from big gains or big plays or just bonehead penalties that just didn't help them out tonight.
Charlton go back. He rolls out to his right, and he again has a completion to Ferriello, who's had a real good night.
Yes, he has. Joseph Ferriello.
He has definitely been their offensive star tonight, but unfortunately, he's kind of been their only one.
Who would you say was the offensive star for Academy Park tonight?
I would say their quarterback, Skylar Phyllis.
Yes.
Yes. And there's another completion to number 5, Jeffrey Lang, who's had a few catches tonight, some short catches.
And that was good use of the sideline.
Yes.
Not having any timeouts to get out of bounds to try to get another touchdown on the clock. You never know with a minute and 20 seconds. You never know what could happen.
That's correct. So, they do need to score, and leave some time on the clock so they can use an onside kick.
Right.
So I'm sure they're aware of not letting the clock run down too much. Charlton again. Good job of blocking. I mean, he's going to have to run. And he gets out of bounds. Good idea. He gets a few yards.
And onside kicks, they can be great in any scenario. We go back to the Super Bowl with the Saints and the Colts. And if Sean Payton may not have called that onside kick to start the second half, we might look at Peyton Manning with 2 Super Bowl rings for the Indianapolis Colts. So that's just a little bit of background about onside kicks and how helpful they can be.
Yeah, you always want to give yourself the chance to win the game if you can. So right now, they need a little help. Minute 15 to go. Almost offsides. Gets back. Charlton throws, and it's complete to Ferriello. And he breaks a tackle, and he's down at the 3-yard line. And it stops the clock, too, Pete, with 1:07.
Yeah, I think they can actually get into the end zone here, but I don't know if it's enough time. We always say, well, why can the offense play like this all game? Well, maybe Academy Park's defense is lax because they know how much time is actually on the clock. Even if Unionville scores here, kick an onside kick and Academy Park gets the ball, they can nail it because Unionville has no more timeouts to stop the clock.
I think Unionville has found a weapon in Ferriello for upcoming games. If they can incorporate some other guys in there, that would really help. Out flag.
Oh, wow.
And that's not a good time for a penalty. Let's see who it's on.
Nothing's coming easy tonight for Unionville.
No, not offensively as they try to get their first down. However, this one is against Academy Park. That will be half the distance to the goal, Pete. And I guess that puts them at the 1 yard line.
Right. Let's see if they
Now, the only thing is that they run, they need to get in because obviously they can't afford to have the clock run.
Right, and I was going to mention, let's see if they try not to run a play in their shotgun. Well, I take my words back. Let's see if they can
they're
actually
a shotgun
score.
team, so that's how they practice. And
Right.
That's how they play. And there is a run. It's a fake, and Charlton is in the end zone for a touchdown.
And that was a nice run.
Nice fake there. That they've had some ones that didn't work. That fake did work.
Right, and the quarterback was almost stopped in the backfield, but he gave a nice juke, and he got right in the middle of the end zone.
Okay, so it's 19-13, so they don't need a 2-point, so they'll just go for the point after, and we're going to see an onside kick here, Pete.
Right.
And if they can get that onside kick, there is enough time
for
them to possibly win this game. So led by their defense, their offense finally comes through in the closing minutes and gets their first score of the night.
Now just think about.
The kick is up and it is good by Braithwaite.
Now just think about the penalty on the interception earlier in the fourth quarter that brought them back to midfield. Just think about if they could have scored a touchdown on that drive, and it would have been an earlier 19-14. And their defense, with the momentum that they've been playing with, could have got a stop on Academy Park, and they could have got another score. Even with missing the field goal, they would be up by a point. And that right there will be a great comeback.
Yeah, and, I mean, obviously they want to win the game.
Right.
But I think your point about how they played in the second half is going to bode well for them for the rest of the season.
Yes.
Coach Clark thought that last week's game was not as bad as the score indicated, and that, he saw some positives.
Right.
And it definitely saw some positives tonight also against two very good teams out of conference.
Yes.
And so this team is by no means dead, and I think they are going to be a tough team to compete with in Chesmont. I think they're going to be have a good season still.
I think so, too. If their defense plays like the way they did in the second half all year round, and their offense can, just get together, be consistent, be constant, and click.
All right, here's the onside kick.
I think they'll be well. Yeah, we know an onside kick is coming here.
Here we go. It's got to go 10 yards. And he kicks it. Does go 10. It's a fumble.
Oh.
Who has the football? The ball was fumbled.
It looks like Unionville
and they're
got the ball.
saying, let's see, it is Unionville's football.
Wow.
That kick was perfect as the ball popped up in the air. The receiver dropped it, and Unionville recovered. I believe it's number 13 on Unionville that recovered, Mason Glennon. And Unionville has a chance, Pete, to win this football game with 1 minute exactly on the clock.
Wow. Like I said, they needed that onside kick, and now they're right at midfield. It's this 50 yards, and they can get into the end zone, and the game will be over. That was a perfect kick. That bounce was literally perfect from their kicker.
How do you like that? We've got ourselves a ball game. 19-14, 1 minute to go. Ferriello out in the slot and ready to win this game for them. Let's see if they can get anybody to stop them.
And their passing plays have picked up. Let's see if they continue with
Charlton, here comes a big rush. He's got to get rid of it. He's not going to be able to. And they're calling him down.
Yeah,
they're calling him down, and that is going to kill them because it's going to be a big, big loss.
Yeah. He should have got out of the pocket and threw
Again,
the ball
clock
away.
is moving, Pete, as we're down to 44 seconds.
And they can't spike it. They lost so many yards on that play.
They cannot spike it. They do not have any more timeouts. They do spike it just to stop the clock, but it's going to make it third down. And, of course, it says the
Third.
That's not correct.
Yeah, no.
No. So we
third down and a mile. How about that?
Yeah, third down and a mile here. Now they do have 2 downs, but they only have 35 seconds.
Let's see if they try with some trickery plays.
Yeah, they needed something here. It's been a miracle-type comeback. Let's see if they can somehow complete it. They have to get down to the 38-yard line of Academy Park just to get the first down.
I will say that the fans that did show up in the rain have got some excitement in this fourth
Yes,
quarter.
Everybody, a lot of people standing here that are left. Charlton rolls out. He's got time.
Ooh.
Oh, almost, Pete. If that ball would have went through number 4's hands, Marcus McBurrows, who came up for the interception, he did not catch it. But if somehow that could have got to Ferriello, I think there may be maybe one guy left to tackle him.
Yes.
Oh, that could have been unbelievable
Yes.
if that somehow. But they did try to go to Ferriello there, and it was almost completed.
Yeah, it all comes down to this play here on 4th and 22.
4th and 22.
Let's see if they'll try to throw a rainbow or maybe even, the short pass and pitch it back and try to get the blocks. We'll
I think
see.
he's got to roll out to give himself some time. They know they're coming with the rush. And here they come. And he doesn't have much time to throw it, and it is incomplete. He did try to go to Ferriello, and that's going to do it.
And it was almost picked off by number 26, Tamir Waiters.
Tamir Waiters has had an excellent game. He's an excellent player.
Yes, a good defensive back.
Very good athlete.
Good ball hawk. But, good gameplay by both sides of the field, and that was just very good excitement by Unionville in the second half, especially the fourth quarter. Their defense really amped up. Their offense had a good couple drives. It was just penalties that really hurt them tonight.
Absolutely, and a great second half by Unionville, and against a very good Academy Park team.
Right.
Didn't look like they had any chance, but their defense really got them going, and their offense finally came through and almost stole a victory from Academy Park.
Yes, as we see Academy Park nil, and that looks like it'll count down to the end of the game, which leaves the score Academy Park 19, Unionville 14.
What a great game. Stars of the game, I would say, on Unionville, it would have to go to Ferriello. Offensively,
defensively, I would say Alex Pellegrin.
He had a good
game.
He had a normal good game for him.
Yes.
And then Academy Park, their quarterback was outstanding. And they had some contributors on offense also.
On defense, Taj Brooker.
Taj Brooker had a good game.
He was in the backfield, it seemed, on every single play.
Danny Dogan, we want to put a shout out to him, and Tamir Waiters on the defensive backside.
Yes.
Also had very good games. And also, let's see, Nanke, number 8, Utensi Nanke, also had a very good game.
Yes. I think
for Academy Park.
I think the key takeaways for Academy Park would be to not get so lax and not get so comfortable when you have a lead. Don't take your foot off the pedal. You see that Unionville almost made a good comeback in the second half, and if they could have, just made a couple more plays, they could have won this game. And the big takeaway for Unionville is to keep that momentum that they were riding on in the fourth quarter into the weeks to come and into the Chesmont football. Those guys out there should not have their head held down. They played a very good game in the second half. They came out with the score 0-0, and it was a very exciting football game, especially for the people and fans who showed up in the rain tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Rundown of the second half, 13-0 after the first half. Academy Park got the 19-0 lead, and Scholar Phyllis again scoring. And then in the fourth quarter, it was all Unionville.
Yeah.
And I tell you, they almost came back and won it, scoring on a fumble recovery in the end zone.
Right.
And to make it 19-7. And then their offense finally got going, and Charlton ran it in on a kind of a quarterback sneak from the 3-yard line to make it 19-14. Got the onside kick, but Academy Park's defense was too strong and held on for a 19-14 win. And it gives them a 2-0 record for Academy Park. Unionville goes to 0-2, out of conference, of course, and they'll have their Chesmont schedule. And they are a team, I think, getting better.
Yes. Well, this was Chesmont Football, brought to you by 3C TV Live and presented by Sunoco Pipeline. We want to thank everybody for viewing the game, everybody who came out tonight to get a safe ride home, and we hope to see you next week in Coatesville, September 7th against Cumberland Valley. This is Peter Foster.
And this is Carl Rudman saying have a good night, and we'll see you next week.